Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is Saturday.
It is. Wow.
Yep.
It is.
Today, warning to the rich. James chapter 5, starting at verse 1. Look here, you rich people, weep and groan with anguish because of all the terrible troubles ahead of you. Your wealth is rotting away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten rags. Your gold and silver have been worthless, and the very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. This treasure you have accumulated will stand as evidence against you on the day of judgment. For listen, hear the cries of the field workers whom you have cheated of their pay. The wages you held back cry against you. The cries of those who harvest your fields have reached the ears of the Lord of heaven's armies. You have spent your years on earth in luxury, satisfying your every desire. You have fattened yourselves for the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed innocent people who do not resist you. And now the commentary. James proclaims the worthlessness of riches, not the worthlessness of the rich. Today's money will be worthless when Christ returns, so we should spend our time accumulating the kind of treasures that will be worthwhile in God's eternal kingdom. Money is not the problem. Christian leaders need money to live and to support their families. Missionaries need money to help them spread the good news. Churches need money to do their work effectively. It is the love of money that leads to evil. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, and causes some people to oppress others in order to get more. This is a warning to all Christians who are tempted to adopt worldly standards rather than God's standards. Romans chapter 12 verse 1 and 2, as well as an encouragement to all those who are oppressed by the rich. And it says here, see Matthew chapter 6 verses 19 to 21 to see what Jesus says about riches. Innocent people refers to defenseless persons, probably poor laborers. Poor people who could not pay their debts were thrown into prison or forced to sell their possessions. At times they were even forced to sell their family members into slavery. With no opportunity to work off their debt, poor people often died of starvation. God called this murder. Hoarding money, exploiting employees, and living self-indulgently will not escape God's notice.
Okay,
Matthew chapter 6, 19 to 21.
19 to 21. Don't store up treasures here on earth, where moths eat them and rust destroys them, and where thieves break in to steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasure is, there the desires of your heart will also be.
You know, I guess what just came to my mind is we see, like, especially kind of now where the world seems like it's in so much more turmoil than other times, is that we see stories of the rich trying to dig these deep tunnels in mountains and build their bunkers against whatever they think is coming up. And as you know, it is said that these people will ask the mountains to fall on them so that they could escape the wrath of God.
Prophecy.
Yeah, it is prophesied as such, and you know, so all their money and all the things that they bought and all this money they spend on these bunkers and you know, oppress all of us, you know, collectively, not necessarily
right.
You know, us. I'm just talking about collectively across the whole
general,
world. I mean, just look at the things that they do. You know, the very, very, very rich that are trying to kill the human race, basically. You know, with the things they hoard, and none of that's going to matter when Christ shows up again. You know, those who are lowly in spirit will be there with Christ. We will all be there with Christ. You know, and we will look at this and, you know, probably feel bad for them, but you know, they didn't want to know the ways of God. They just thought they could do whatever it is. And I shouldn't say they. We all go our own way.
We all do it.
You know, it's just in this reference here of money is kind of what I'm talking about. You know, but we all have gone our own way. There's no doubt about it.
And we all tend to, I think, take for granted the blessings that we're given, whether it be money or otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a human nature type thing to do, is to forget momentarily, some moments longer than others, and the blessings that we have.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's plenty enough richer people out there that are part of God's kingdom and
Absolutely.
in Christ and all that. So we can't condemn everybody. Just put a big blanket around everybody that has any kind of money. But it is very clear to see, if you look at some of the things going on in this world, that the people with a lot of money really do a lot of evil things.
It's not the money that's evil.
Yeah.
It's the
love of money.
the
They just
lust
keep-
after the things money.
Yeah, they just
Seems
keep
to
wanting to
provide.
extract more and more and more from people. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.